You've met us on a tough day. We're talking about Group F. We're going to talk about the Germans. In England, we're always talking about the Germans. Mm-hmm. There's no other team to play but the Germans.
It always comes back to Germany.
So, today, let's talk about Germany.
But before we start, let's just give a quick thank you to all the people that have watched and liked and subscribed and commented us in the street about how dashing we are.
And they all tell me I should have
just
hair.
Again, as always, me and Tom are very appreciative
to
everybody that has seen and liked the videos. And if you do subscribe and do like, we'll be happy boys.
I feel like I should let you talk first every time, because if not, it's halfway through. And
yeah, I know. I am sort of sitting here waiting to talk rather than listening to what you're saying. The truth's out.
Right. Talk to me about Germany, Ian.
Well, world champions Germany. Unsurprisingly, they won their qualifying group with 10 wins out of 10.
Much like England a couple of years ago.
Much like England. Joachim Low is still the coach.
Watch him. Go.
They're just great, as you can imagine. They've got quality all over the field. They seem to play 4-2-3-1.
I didn't want to question anything in this, but how did they leave Sane out? Like, how?
We found out yesterday they'd left Leroy Sane out, who was named Premier League Young Player of the Year.
He was sensational all year.
And that's how good they are. They can leave him out. They can leave out Mario Götze, who scored the winning goal in the final last time. He would be like unfathomable to leave out of an England side of that. We'd still pick Jeff Hurst if we could.
We tried.
We would. They've got Neuer back in goal to make them even stronger. And I've put down, out of all the great players, probably Toni Kroos is the best.
Toni Kroos, he pulls the strings. He's one of those players that I think when he retires, it might be a little bit like a Scholes issue. It might be like we didn't appreciate him as much as we should have.
Yeah, probably, yeah. The World Cup really won't get going for the likes of Germany until they're in the quarters and semis, which I assume they will get to. I heard on the radio yesterday that anything short of the final or winning it is failure for Germany, and I think that's probably fair.
What it always is for them. But let's talk about one of the main teams in their way. Let's talk about Mexico. Tell me about that.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably say, the rest of this group I don't think is particularly strong, but Mexico came top of the CONCACAF group. I did write a lot about...
What's their nickname?
I did write a lot about them. This is actually their manager.
Oh.
Whose nicknamed is Juan Carlos Osorio.
Osorio?
He's nicknamed the Recreationalist, and he studied...
Recreationista.
Yeah, and he studied at Liverpool, where he rented a flat near Melwood so he could spy on training sessions.
What a clever little Mexican.
That sounded so derogatory.
Didn't mean it that way!
In your accent.
I already apologise for everything coming out on this.
They've got a lot of players that have got a lot of experience and a lot of World Cup experience. But I do sort of think if Javier Hernandez is still one of your star players, how good can you be?
Yeah.
And Andres
Guardado,
yeah.
He's quite good.
Yeah.
But they have a decent chance of making the second round.
Yeah, again, a lot like Mexico and other World Cups, I can see them getting through the groups, and probably not much else.
Standing in their way and Germany's way, Sweden.
Yeah, a lot like the group before. It's a coin flip between these three sides, I would say, about who comes second.
Zlatan's up front, yeah.
Yeah, and by. No, I've got nothing.
Zlatan's not up front.
I had nothing.
He's in international retirement.
So Sweden did the unthinkable when they dumped Italy out of the playoffs. That was
quite a surprise.
Yeah, Italy probably the highest, probably the most well-known side not to make it this time round.
Between them and Holland and.
Yeah, but I think Italy is a real shock.
Yeah.
Jan Andersson is the coach, and he's been there since 2016. I think that they are a good side, yet not a great side.
No. They're a bit like Switzerland.
Yeah.
They mirror them quite well. And yet again, the notes, not a lot of pace, not a lot of goals, but well organised and tough to beat.
Yeah. I'll mention the Man United player just so Tom can get a cheap thrill. Lindelof. And also Martin Olsen. Plus one.
Is this Forsberg player any good? Do you know anything about him?
Forsberg, well, he's at Leipzig and he's linked with Arsenal, but I must say I haven't really been following
No.
But, no.
Right, lost in this group that we have listed, and I think they're listed lost for a reason, is the South Koreans, and I believe you have quite a hot take on this.
I mean, like a lot of times, you don't really follow these teams until the World Cup comes along. So you always think that in the Asia section, Japan and South Korea are pretty much certainties every time.
Yeah.
But I think South Korea are in a bit of a mess. They really nearly messed up their qualifying to the point of only just making it. Changed their coach halfway through so he could actually rescue them.
Yeah.
I apologise, but Shun Tae-young is now the coach. Sun Kwang-ming is obviously the star, plays for Spurs. But I think they could be the worst side in the tournament.
Yeah.
I just think they're, from what I can see and read about them, is they're all over.
This tournament includes teams like Iran, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Panama, Tunisia.
But they finished behind Iran.
Oh, I know. This is what's mad. There's a
a
tournament that looks quite weak, and you found a weaker team that we thought would be strong.
Yeah.
Well,
that's South Korea, and I have a feeling that this group might make you pretty mad, Tom. Pretty mad.
Why might it make you mad?
You might even say it might even bring you to the point of wanting to go to
war.
Oh, I was hoping for a louder noise. Maybe you wanted to say war! Okay, welcome to World Cup War Chart. This is where me and Tom predict the results of the World Cup. We get 3 points for a win. You get 1 point for a correct forecast. And at the end of the tournament, one of us will be taking away this wonderful, wonderful trophy.
Right. Ian, lead us off. On the 17th of June, a Sunday, at Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, Germany take on Mexico.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to put down solid 2-0 opening start for the Germans.
Yeah, I unfortunately am going to match that.
Okay.
So next round.
You go first, Sweden, South Korea.
I reckon 1-0 to the Swedish.
Okay, even though
I never feel like the first game is that exciting. I can't help it.
I'm going to put 0-0.
Oh, alright. So South Korea and Mexico and Rostov-on-Don.
I think that's the first 0-0 I put down. No, I've got another one in there. South Korea and Mexico. I am going to say that is going to be 1-3.
To the Mexicans?
To the Mexicans.
I'm going to give the Mexicans a 2-0 victory. I can't see the Koreans scoring if they're as weak as you say they are.
Germany against Sweden.
I mean, I reckon Germany run out of this 3-0 winners.
Yeah.
I think they'll prefer playing a European side that they know.
It's boring, but I'm going to match your result prediction on that one.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay. How about when South Korea hosts Germany in Kazan?
South Korea and Germany. I think this one. I think this one could get ugly. I'm going to put 5-0.
I'm going to go with 5-1. I don't know why. I just think they'll.
And even Heskey scored.
Even Heskey. And finally, Mexico, Sweden.
Mexico, Sweden. I'm going 1-1.
It's boring, but I'm going to go 0-0.
Yeah.
So I think that has Germany topping the group, Mexico for me in second, followed by Sweden, followed by South Korea.
That's pretty much what I've got as well.
In fact, South Korea in my group don't pick up a single point.
Yeah, that's what I've got too. Well, actually, have I? No, I've got them picking up a point against Sweden. I've got 0-0 group.
I do not. I have 1-0 to the Swedes.
You do not.
Right. Thank you very much for watching. And tomorrow it's Group G. We'll probably be wearing the same clothes.
Featuring everyone's favourite team. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Tunisia!
Panama! Well, I guess we got that wire mixed in.